Secure digital currency. Online transactions, physical cash, non-traceable, well, mostly, secure, mostly, low inflation, can't be used online directly. Electronic credit or debit transactions. Bank sees all transactions. Merchants can track/profile customers. E-cash, secure, single-use, reliable, low inflation, privacy preserving. E-cash. Crypto protocols. Shom 82, blind signatures for e-cash. Shom 88, retroactive double spender identification. Brandis 95, restricted blind signatures. Kamenish 05, compact offline e-cash. Various practical issues, need for trusted central party, computationally expensive, etc. Bitcoin, a distributed, decentralized digital currency system released by Satoshi Nakamoto 2008, effectively a bank run by an ad hoc network. Digital checks, a distributed transaction log. Size of the Bitcoin economy. Number of Bitcoins in circulation 11.8 million. December 2013. Total number of Bitcoins generated cannot exceed 21 million. Average price of a Bitcoin, around $300. Price has been unstable. Total balances held in BTC. 1 Bahamian dollar compared with 1,200 Bahamian dollars circulating in USD. 30 transactions per minute. Visa transaction 200,000 per minute. Bitcoin challenges creation of a virtual coin/node. How is it created in the first place? How do you prevent inflation? What prevents anyone from creating lots of coins? Validation. Is the coin legit? Proof of work. How do you prevent a coin from double spending? Buyer and seller protection in online transactions. Buyer pays, but the seller doesn't deliver. Seller delivers, buyer pays, but the buyer makes a claim. Trust on third parties. Rely on proof instead of trust, verifiable by everyone. No central bank or clearinghouse. Security in Bitcoin authentication. Am I paying the right person? Not some other impersonator? Integrity. Is the coin double spent? Can an attacker reverse or change transactions? Availability. Can I make a transaction anytime I want? Confidentiality. Are my transactions private? Anonymous? Security in Bitcoin authentication. Public key. Crypto, digital signature. Am I paying the right person? Not some other impersonator? Integrity. Digital signatures and cryptographic hash. Is the coin double spent? Can an attacker reverse or change transactions? Availability. Broadcast messages to the peer-to-peer network. Can I make a transaction anytime I want? Confidentiality. Pseudonymity. Are my transactions private? Anonymous? Key pair, public key and private key. Public key. Crypto, digital signature. First, create a message digest using a cryptographic hash, then, encrypt the message digest with your private key. Cryptographic hash functions consistent. Hash X always yields same result one way, given Y, hard to find XSD. Hash X equals Y collision resistant, given hash W equals Z, hard to find X such that hash X equals Z. Back to Bitcoin validation. Is the coin legit? Proof of work, use of cryptographic hashes. How do you prevent a coin from double spending? Broadcast to all nodes. Creation of a virtual coin/node. How is it created in the first place? Provide incentives for miners. How do you prevent inflation? What prevents anyone from creating lots of coins? Limit the creation rate of the coins. Bitcoin electronic coin equals chain of digital signatures. Bitcoin transfer, signed previous transaction plus new owner's public key. Anyone can verify, N1th owner transferred this to the nth owner. Anyone can follow the history. Bitcoin transactions. Preventing double spending. The only way is to be aware of all transactions. Each node, miner, verifies that this is the first spending of the Bitcoin by the payer. Only when it is verified it generates the proof of work and attach it to the current chain. Bitcoin network. Each peer-to-peer node runs the following algorithm. New transactions are broadcast to all nodes. Each node, miners, collects new transactions into a block. Each node works on finding a proof of work for its block. Hard to do. Probabilistic. The one to finish early will probably win. When a node finds a proof of work, it broadcasts the block to all nodes. Nodes accept the block only if all transactions in it are valid. Digital signature checking, and not already spent. Check all the transactions. Nodes express their acceptance by working on creating the next block in the chain, using the hash of the accepted block as the previous hash. Tie-breaking. Two nodes may find a correct block simultaneously. Keep both and work on the first one. If one grows longer than the other, take the longer one. Two different block chains, or blocks, may satisfy the required proof of work. Reverting is hard. Reverting gets exponentially hard as the chain. Practical limitation. At least 10 minutes to verify a transaction. Agree to pay. Wait for one block, 10 minutes, for the transaction to go through. But, for a large transaction, wait longer. Because if you wait longer it becomes more secure. For large you wait for 6 blocks, 1 hour. Merkle tree only keep the root hash, delete the interior hash values to save disk. Block header only contains the root hash. Block header is about 80 bytes 6 per hour 24 hours 365 equals 4.2 megabytes /year. Why keep use a Merkle tree? Simplified payment verification. Any user can verify a transaction easily by asking a node. First, get the longest proof of work chain. Query the block that the transaction to be verified, DX3, is in. Only need hash 01 and hash 2 to verify, not the entire DXs. Bitcoin economics. Rate limiting on the creation of a new block. Adapt to the network's capacity. A block created every 10 minutes, 6 blocks every hour. How? Difficulty is adjusted every 2 weeks to keep the rate fixed as capacity/computing power increases and new bitcoins per each new block. Credited to the miner. Incentives for miners. N was 50 initially. In 2013, N equals 25. Halved every 210,000 blocks, every 4 years. Thus, the total number of bitcoins will not exceed 21 million. After this, miner takes a fee. Privacy implications. No anonymity, only pseudonymity. All transactions remain on the blockchain indefinitely. Retroactive data mining. Target used data mining on customer purchases to identify pregnant women and target ads at them. Nick 2012 ended up informing a woman's father that his teenage daughter was pregnant. Imagine what credit card companies could do with the data. Zerocoin, a distributed approach to private electronic cash, extends Bitcoin by adding an anonymous currency on top of it. Zerocoins are exchangeable for Bitcoins. What is a zerocoin? A zerocoin is, economically, a promissory note redeemable for a Bitcoin. Cryptographically, an opaque envelope containing a serial number used to prevent double spending. Allow you to commit to and later reveal a value. Binding, value cannot be tampered with. Blinding, value cannot be read until revealed. Zerocoins, where do they come from? Anyone can make one. Choose a random serial number and commit to it. Mint a zerocoin by putting a mint transaction in the blockchain which spends a Bitcoin and includes the commitment. Zerocoins, and where do they go? The spent Bitcoins end up escrowed. To spend a zerocoin you reveal the serial number. Prove it is from some zerocoin in the blockchain. Put the spent serial number in the blockchain. Zero knowledge proofs. Zero knowledge, Goldwasser, Micali 1980s, and beyond. Prove knowledge of a witness satisfying a statement-specific variant. Non-interactive proof of knowledge. Here we prove we know. 1. The serial number of a zerocoin. 2. That the coin is in the blockchain. Zero knowledge proof. Inefficient approach. Identify all valid zerocoins in the blockchain. Call them - prove that S is the serial number of a coin. CN this or proof is ON. Zerocoin uses cryptographic accumulators, sublinear. Zerocoin protocol. Generate a commitment to a random serial number S, whereas prime, store serial number S and randomness R. Accumulate all valid coins, compute witness Y, reveal S and prove knowledge of witness to commitment accumulation and its randomness R. Discussion: the future of Bitcoin? Attacks on Zerocoin? Should we trade off privacy for usability? Is privacy a main principle? Acknowledgement. Some of the slides, content, or pictures are borrowed from the following resources, and some pictures are obtained through Google search without being referenced below. L24 Bitcoin and Security. Many of the slides borrowed from this presentation with modifications. Ian Myers, Zerocoin, Anonymous Distributed eCash from Bitcoin, EES&P slides.